Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another stream. I hope that everyone is doing well, enjoying their summer or winter or wherever they are. I think it's time to make one more video on the classic 1d6 weekly workout, especially as I need to practice these lines considering my upcoming rapid tournament. So without further ado, I will just start with normal blitz games. And we will practice 1d3 and 1d6 with black, especially 1d6 with black. If there is someone in the chat, it would be nice to have the confirmation that you can see me, hear me, that everything's fine. And considering I'm not getting the opponent, it would be wiser if I put the bigger rating range. Now I'll surely get the opponent. Alright. Hello to Owen Hendricks. Everything is perfect. Thanks for the feedback. Okay. Now we will play this setup. The setup I've played for the last 500 times against knight f3 or against 1c4. So go with c6. I usually go a3. Not knight d7 but h6, b4 takes, bishop e6, b5, and then knight bd7 is not so precise because if takes knight h4, that's what I did several times, but starting with queen e8 is the right move order. And okay, after knight e1 now I cannot go knight d7 anymore, but I can go either d5 or queen h5. I think d5 should be the right move. I'm not 100% sure. Like queen h5 would have allowed some rook b7 stuff, but this one allows takes and knight b5, but I don't think it's that much. I can go queen d7 and there shouldn't be any problems. Probably queen d7, right? Just to stop this and go knight c6 next. Now knight e1, okay, it opened the bishop, but that knight now doesn't have great perspective. e4, yeah. Knight f3 is played. I guess I should go back. I don't like this move for black, for white, to be perfectly honest. I go e4, knight e5, take, knight g4. h3, g5. That looks good. I want to know. I want to know what the problem is here for black, if there is one. I also want to go rook b8. I thought I should go here. Okay, bishop d2, but now I actually have a choice. This is not dumb. Bishop c5 to both stop knight d4. You can of course naturally take this. Also have a great position. Which one do I choose? Bishop c5. Yeah, I'll go bishop c5. h3, there is knight f2 and d3, of course. Didn't mention this, but it's fairly obvious. This one I didn't see. Great. Problems are starting. Okay, then my attack is also starting. Considering I'm not seeing some moves. Let's take. There's also e3 first. Queen takes. I was expecting the other one. Now I have a free. Take. Bishop h3. So knight h2, it probably. It's probably not all that great. What else do I do? Queen g7 maybe. I'm so slow. Is everyone playing for time? I mean, because it's blitz. That's the whole point. Now I'm sacrificing a pawn, but I'm not sure if it's any good to take it and take d5. We go king h8, queen e4. There's bishop f5 in the end. Oh, knight d6 is maybe better. And I'll go rook e7. Nah, but then maybe my opponent can take here and take here and here. Then I take rook e5. Still not sure. Hello to JZella08. I need to speed up, that's the primary thing, I guess. Why can't I take now? I can't take with my opponent, just wants to play it like this. Fair enough. Okay, I'll go f3. Not sure if g4 is the best, but in fact I'm fairly sure it wasn't. No, just look. Yeah. Who is this even? I have no idea, but they're just playing for time. Like 99% of online players. Oh well. What can I say? There's rook g4 now. Which is fairly annoying. No, I'm sure I was winning that game. With increment I wouldn't lose, pretty sure, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, the result doesn't matter in these online games. 91 is a bad move, many players do that, but then they just end up in a worse position. Take, what have I even done wrong? Should I just take? Yeah, 95. This was not needed, I didn't see bishop c3. But still, yeah, here maybe there was a problem. Queen e5. And just play for this, and then if takes. I thought 98, but then bishop h3, and both pieces are hanging, which I forgot about completely. And yeah, okay, of course the endgame is completely drawn, but yeah, with so little time. But okay, I mean, after the opening, of course, I have basically a winning position. Just take the pawn. What's there to even think about? Okay. Bad start. And we will see. Hello to Just Fight Us and to Mitcha the West. Hello to Raging Slot 02. We'll try not to rage. No promises though. Depends how many winning positions I lose. Okay, let's follow one of the lines in the course I like very much to give up this bishop. Go e5, play this sideline of the King's Indian, and then h5 after d5, and then just go for bishop h6, get rid of these two bishops, and play our dark squared strategy, king f8, king g7. Okay, this is fairly interesting. Do I want to go h4 now or not? Or just allow g4, h4? Not 100% sure, honestly. Okay, let's go h4. King f8, king g7. And then just continue the slow plan. Okay, take, f takes is the likely. Maybe I didn't have to take even. Oh well. The past is in the past. What do I do now? Maybe I'll try c6, cd5. I'm not sure knight c5 is even needed here. Maybe a6, b5 is the right approach. I don't really want to go knight h5. But now the attack is actually going to become a problem. Okay, I'll go c6, try to create counterplay here. My position is still solid and these pieces are not all that great, but this attacking potential could be relatively strong. Let's see. h6. Belay what I said, the attacking potential is gone. I don't understand my opponent's strategy at all. I mean, maybe he wants some g4 or just play for the flagging. It's been a strategy working against me, but I think it's time for b5, b4. Sacrificing stuff and then trying to open up everything in front of this king. Okay, b4. So the point is I cannot take, which is fair enough, but I can do other things. Maybe a5 for a start. c4 is the idea. I'll go rook a7 just to cover this. Now I want to take. I again think I have a great position, but time is a problem. Hello to Punch in One. Привет. I don't speak Russian. Мы понимаем по-русски. Getting winning positions, but needs warm up to avoid tactical tricks after opening success. I mean, I always need warm up. I'm trying to make it instructive, and then I lose on time. Basically, that's how my streams have been going for forever. Why can't I take this? I don't believe this. And what's the big deal? I didn't see Queen f7. I only saw it briefly, but I thought it's defended. That's something that was wrong by me. I should have at least analyzed the move, but it doesn't work for my opponent. Okay, this knight I guess I should pick up, right? Maybe there is checkmate somewhere, but I just want to take the knight, honestly. Okay. Hello to Zavalyanets. Hello. How was the concert? I didn't go there. Those things are not for me. Even 2 people are too much for me in real life, and 500,000. Besides, it's not the music I usually listen to, or ever listen to. Yes, so this plan with h3 and long castles, usually they just go for bishop e3, long castle if they want to go, and h3 is somehow I wasn't sure here whether I'm supposed to go h4 or not. Engine says both are fine. Might be thinking of filing up on f7, maybe not, yeah, maybe, but okay. It was definitely a very interesting game strategically. Hello to Alexei CGS. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But h4, okay. I mean, the downside is that it gets easier under the attack if I push h4. Maybe I'm just supposed to play knight c5 and king f8 like this. But then, yeah, then the problem was this. This is why I didn't do it, because now after this, if I had one more move, then I would go knight h7 and queen g5 and I'm probably winning. But if he's in time with g5, and then f4, it becomes better. I don't know. That's why I played h4 in the end. But this is a big strategical decision. Anyway, I did come under some attack here. Apparently this is wrong. And what's with a6? a6 is probably the idea. Actually, and if it takes, then just rook h4 and b5 next. Or if something else, I don't know, then b5. This is the typical idea of the long castle, just to open things up. So yeah, I should not have taken. And then I was probably worse, but it's 30% counterplay. h6 I don't like that move, because this destroys the attacking potential. Yeah, b5 was right. b5 was right, and then, yeah, this was good. Rook a7. No, it's not good. I'm supposed to play rook f8. Maybe I'll need the other rook on b8 or c8 later on, and the rook on h8 is really dumb. Yeah, this didn't work. Rook c1. Really? It's not even so bad. This one, yeah, okay, this one is bad. It's like one pawn and big activity. Rook b7. Okay, funny position, but I'm still winning. And here it's very easy because without the rook there is no real attack. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, okay, it's okay, your name is Alexei. If g4, where are Shafam? Where is g4? Instead of g3, you mean? Here? This one? Yeah, this one was a possibility. Then I would probably go again a6, b5, and after this go knight h5. If you mean this one. I'm not sure which one you mean. Because now I'm again not in time with knight h7. If I cannot get the blockade, the knight on h7 will be dumb. Okay, let's get back on track. After that first game, I'm not happy. I need to stop being down on the clock, but I mean, I've heard there's a first time for everything, so maybe there is a first time for that as well. Okay, let's go d3. 4. And now I'll play the same stuff I lost with in game 1 with black, or not really. Shouldn't this be quite bad already? I'll push g4 and then this knight is totally dominated. And now I guess I just push g5. Then I push d4 and then I'll try to attack here. This one I can even take. And there is queen a5, knight c3. I actually like this. I can of course solidify everything as well. But queen a5, knight c3, queen c5, there is queen d5, and I think it immediately doesn't work for black in a good way. h4, g4, but then if the rook is not on g1 yet, in that last game, if the rook is not there on g1, then I can go knight h7, and then queen g5, then it's good for me. Because I can get the blockade after queen g5. Then there is no more g5 by my opponent, and I control everything. Okay, and this one I've seen, and I planned bishop e3. Now if this one, then I have a3. This is what I calculated in advance. I still think it works. And yeah, with these pieces, they're like really locked down here. So yeah, my opponent just was not, or he played too quickly or wasn't familiar with the position. Doesn't matter, but it led him to big positional problems. Okay, let's go b4. Maybe I didn't have to rush with this though, because of this b6, but it's still very good, of course. Queen d2 is normal now. It takes with the bishop. Even pawn takes is good. But and now maybe I should go knight b5. Might be time for that. Okay, let's go knight b5. I'm not sure if it's the best move. My opponent will now take and go bishop f8, and he will successfully get rid of one of these two stupid pieces. But I also have some ideas like take 6, knight d4, then this hangs, and I'm still a pawn up, so how bad can it actually be? Probably not too bad. And now I should just continue with this plan, I think. Okay, king e7 obviously. What do I do now? h4 makes sense. Bringing the king to safety also makes sense. Maybe I should... Okay, let's go here first. This knight is still very dumb. Knight e5 doesn't work, as far as I can see at least. And here I planned just king f2. Because the knight in d4 controls every single square. Okay, this one I've seen, but I think I just go away from the pin, right? The bishop, like, he cannot challenge my pieces in any good way. He has to try for something like this. which is not dumb though. But I guess I can live with it. Maybe I'll retreat the bishop here and then this or something. Knight a6. So first of all, I can take go b5, knight c6. Secondly, there is no threat, so I can go h5 to continue the attack. Okay, I'll go here for now. I should have probably taken though. I think it was better to take just to make it simpler. There's also ba5 now. Not sure if that move is any good. So I'll just retreat the bishop. ab I'll take with the queen, I think. Because the endgame has to be completely winning with this knight in f7. This cannot possibly be any good. You can take and take on h5, but I take bishop h5. That doesn't solve any of the problems, unfortunately, for black. This one should also not solve any of the problems, but I need to find the most precise way. I don't know whether to take or... I don't know, let's just go rook a5. Okay, I'll go here. I think I can do that. Now maybe hg and c4. Just to make more weaknesses. Okay, knight c6. I'm also getting down on the clock, which is not ideal. And I'm also messing up the position a little bit. Not big time, actually. Now I won on time, but yeah, that was way messier than it should have been. Can I play against you? No, sir. This is just about. This is not about playing viewers. These streams, they're just about analyzing the lines from my chessable course and just practicing them so that people can see. Apparently, g4 was not so good. Why was g4 not so good? f5 was surely bad, but d4. So I should first go d4, knight f5, and king f2, and then g4. Okay. Like, I had the right idea strategically, obviously, but d4 does create some problems in the idea. G4, f5 here. So it's of course totally winning for me, and then this is where I should not. I made it. This was probably all fine, but I made it messy when I traded the rooks. I don't think I was supposed to trade the rooks. Maybe go rook. I don't know. Or maybe I didn't make it messy, but my endgame technique is just so bad that it was still winning. Then here I started messing up. There was when I allowed d4. And still, this was relatively instructive considering the structure, because it shows how dangerous it can be if that knight stays restricted. Usually get this from the English rat after d4, d6, c4. How would I approach chess improvement? Depends on your rating and playing habits and everything. Okay, this line I've had at a4 in 1 or 2 games. How do I play it against it now? I'll go c6, a4, now I'll take this, takes knight c5, and I'll just play it this way. Why can't I take the pawn now? I don't believe any of this. But then again, I've been wrong before. Take. But I am up one up here. Looks like a clean pawn though. Queen c8 maybe? I think queen c8 is relatively good. Knight f5 I'll go bishop c5 or bishop f6. No, I can take. Bishop b7, there's connected. And takes, knight f5, then I'll go probably bishop c5. And my queen defends e7, so f3 shouldn't be a problem. It is a pawn. Okay, the Philidor has been a big success once again. So if I go here, rook e2. Or maybe I'll just go bishop f6 then. No harm done, hopefully. Take. Hello to... let me just see the chat. Nah. Yeah, Squirrel says it's easy, but it's not so easy. Hello to Brazilian Monk 1. Can you play g7, bishop g6 in this line? What do you mean? g6, bishop g7? You can, but it's not too good, because then the bishop will be locked down. 1900 rapid. I mean, just you need to make some good opening repertoire with that rating if you don't have one already. Rook 8. Now there are some tactical ideas already here. That's why my opponent is evacuating. But wait, can they go here now? Take 92. Isn't this winning for me now? Looks winning. Let's see how they defend this. Yeah, so just make some opening repertoire. It can be very simple, like my d6, something you can always play and learn from. Oh, wait, didn't see that move, obviously. But this still looks very good because now after takes there is 92. We go 94 or something else. Maybe rook c. I might still lose this game on time, by the way. Don't count this as a win. I messed up way worse than this, as you've seen on many of my previous streams. Yeah, and when you build the opening repertoire, just practice the lines. Oh no, I cannot do that. Don't I have some tactics? No, probably not. Then I'll just keep it simple. Trade the rooks, because if he doesn't trade the rook, then there is 92. So this should be relatively efficient. Okay, I mean, now this is as winning as it gets, but time and my sloppy technique could become a problem. Okay, let's go g6 now, not to get checkmated at any point. Let's go here maybe. Of course, I already messed up at least a little bit because the technique is not as easy as it could have been. But it should still be fine. No, this is a thing. I'll probably lose this game on time though, so just 1 second, I'll focus a little bit more on the chat now. On the game now. There's knight before though, which I didn't see. Great. Yeah, I'm doing really stupid things with this game. No, I don't want to promote this. Now I just want to make a draw, honestly, because I've screwed up so much in this game that it's quite weird. But wait, rook d6, there is rook b4. Okay, I mean, what can I say? The opening was a complete success, of course, but then the old problems began. Doesn't matter. Yeah, to keep, and then when about that advice for improvement, like when you make the repertoire, you need to familiarize yourself with the strategy in rising positions. Like, for example, I know the Philidor and the structures, and then I can make moves quickly and get great positions, usually. Yeah, this was a clean pawn. It was winning since after the opening. Like, half of the games are winning after the opening. In this... in this like speed run, no, not speed run, this series or whatever. But then I started making some weird things. I didn't know how to. Should probably just take the pawn at some point in h4. But yeah, of course here I don't know why I didn't go rook c3. Didn't have time. And yeah, had I gone here and then promoted, it would be easier. Like this, yeah, but okay, I didn't have time. It doesn't even matter because the positions are what matters. In this series, we need to learn to not care about the results in these meaningless online games. I always say that, but it's very true. Okay, I'll go a3 now to see if they go e5 or something like this. Okay. If they go for this, now I can get some kind of King's Indian attack position. The bishop on e6 is usually not ideal there, because it gets under some tempi. a3, my a3 is also not ideal, but it's not the worst of moves either. I've seen worse. Considering my opponent wants rook d8, knight d4 now, I'll play c3. Bishop e6, and now knight d3 probably. Oh, why did I do that? This was hanging. And I'm doing the right strategical thing, but blundering it tactically. Maybe in this case, I have this stupid a3, that's why this works. So now that extra tempo is hurting me, so I have to go c4. Then knight d5, but this was not what I strategically wanted because I also gave up this square. Yeah, Brazilian monk, I don't think you're the biggest fan of the Philidor. I think I'm the biggest fan of the Philidor. Just joking, of course, but glad you're breaking records with the opening. I'm definitely very glad about that. Oh well, what do I do now? Maybe just make a normal move and ask my opponent what they want to play. Knight d4, obviously. No, they want to take here or not. I think I can take here because of a tactical trick. I think this works. Here, and if they take here, then ed5 and they cover e5. Could have also taken this one first, but I want to keep the knight on d5 if I can. I think that piece is quite strong. Of course, he takes the other one, but this one stays alive now. This is why I chose this move order. Okay, this move, now I'll go queen d3, I guess, to get rid of the pin. Now f4, queen d4. My opponent definitely needs to heavily consider. And also go rook d1, knight c5, take. Kind of prefer that because f4 weakens the king, and there's also knight c5 after f4 maybe. And this one I can just easily take the pawn, I think. So. Okay. I'm happy with my play thus far, but of course not with the result and the time management. I still think this is useful and you can learn from the games. b5. Obviously my opponent wants to create some counterplay, but I'll still take this and queen d4 next. Not sure what this actually achieves. Takes. Okay, rook c2 will come, but in 3 pawns up. So I don't think I should be too worried. Okay, let's go b4. Just make the simple move. No reason for any nonsense. 95 is logical. Now here comes the part where I start burning time for no reason. Okay, let's go here. Maybe rook d2 is a good idea. Just to get rid of one of the rooks. I should not even look at f4s in that position. What to look at then? Maybe h3 to stop knight g4. After knight c4, there's some ideas with bishop d5 and rook g2. I again didn't play this in a good way. Why am I not surprised? Messing up those winning positions. It will be. Hope it sometimes changes. I played this because I wanted to try to create a passed pawn. Go here. I don't think there is any counterplay here, at least not yet. This one I'll just take. e6. e. This pawn should still decide the game, no matter the knight or anything else. Take. There is bishop d3 as well, but this is good enough. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to go a3 to have this King's Indian position in a better way. Like, of course, attacking castle, but if I castle and then my opponent plays e5, and I cannot transpose to the course line because after this, then I don't have h4, bishop h4. Anyway, then I got some King's Indian attack. This was surely good, but now maybe not c3 because now this a3 actually hurts me in this position. I didn't see knight e4 before. So should have gone queen e2. Now, okay, knight a5 was the right strategical idea, but c4 blocks it. So yeah, then it was good. Yeah, my opponent blundered the tactic, and then it was good. Okay. I've actually started winning some games, which is surprising for these blitz sessions. And maybe it's because I was up on the clock all the game. Let's keep going. I don't know how many games I'll play today. Probably, I'll try to do more than last time. Last time I did only 10 or 11 games, something like this. I'll try to do more today. I'll have time. Okay. Nice game. Equal to how the Philidor allows you to transpose to King's Indian style teams. That's why Philidor is so powerful. I mean, it depends what they play in move 1. Okay, for example, in this one, it's just a King's Indian reversed. Bishop g2. Now after this, I'll just try to go c3 and go for the same King's Indian lies suggested in the course, but with a tempo up, because c3, I usually don't have c3. Usually this is the position with the pawn on c7 with black. So yeah, this one, I'll take it. Queen takes. I mean, c4 is attractive now, but okay, bishop e5 is normal, just to try to nullify this bishop. Bishop e6. guess I'll go knight d2 and finish the development. Here, now maybe b4 is the good idea. I'll try to go b4. If takes, oh. My opponent doesn't want to take. Then I get to knight b3. And this I like, actually. Because now I have these two squares if my opponent takes. But b6 I wanted to say was better, but my opponent doesn't do it. Like, when you can't guess a single move from your opponent, it's strange. It's either a good sign or a bad sign. It's one of those two. I'll try to go b5 and knight c6, install the knight there. Take. Okay, now knight e5 will stop me from doing that, but still. Go queen b3 and rook c1 then. I don't think there's any kind of an attack here. Rook c1. Maybe rook c6 is the good move. My opponent will play knight e5 then. Maybe I'll go here then. Just to ask him a question. Because then I can also maybe play knight c6. Oh, knight f6, but that allows knight c6 in many different ways, so definitely play that move. Now e4 is coming. Now I've achieved what I wanted strategically from the position. And then I want to triple on the c file if possible. Hello to Zorakaya, welcome. Glad to see you too, and hope you're doing great. I'm doing fine. Just been a bit busy. Let's double the rooks. Yeah, this knight is really strong. Nothing black can do is hurting it. Okay, that move. And I can take an a7. Don't see why not, honestly. No, I need a good way. I mean, rook c8 is good. Knight c8. What's with knight c8? Queen d8 could be a problem. Knight c6, rook a4 I don't want to see. But rook c8, take, queen c7 loses some stuff. Okay, I'm not too happy with this, but I have to defend like this. I want queen c6, knight b6 though. So surely better. Maybe there is a better way of doing things here. There was a funny tactic which didn't work for me. Like, there was this funny tactic with rook a4, queen b3, rook a8, queen d5, knight a7, but queen d5 is a check for my opponent. So it was not working, unfortunately. Okay, let's go queen c6. I mean, take with the rook, I guess. Now I have to play the rook endgame. And I'm horrible in endgames, as you've seen so many times before. Okay, let's go e4. I don't care. I just want to bring the king closer. I should have gone to d7. Why did I go there? I'll push the pawn. He has this stupid trick. I can't believe this. He'll lose on time probably. Okay. I mean, it's getting ridiculous how many winning positions I'm messing up, but it doesn't matter. I think quite ridiculous, but okay. Yeah, b4 was the right strategical idea, it seems. I was surprised by c before. b6 I thought was better. And then I would take and go c4, go d4 and take. I would go d4 and if c4 knight c5, or if cd still this, they got the squares, so I still think black is somewhat worse. Here I like the position quite a lot. So b3. This queen b2 move I think is very important, even though the engine was giving some alternatives, but yeah, knight a7, this was so winning for me. Yeah, knight c8 was the good move. I should not trade the queens. Why would I trade the queens? Go queen d4, go rook c6. I would understand this if I was not talking to the chat for all the time. I'm joking. King d7, of course, go to d7, don't go to b7. Maybe I should have just taken gone rook c. This was so much easier to go rook c8 with a tempo. I have a tempo, then I can go rook anywhere and motion and I win the game. This was so dumb by me, but whatever. e3, this was still winning? How is this still winning? King c6 and then now I probably have to go. How d8 queen? b7 and just do this. Okay, whatever. The same things are happening. The same things are happening with my games. I get winning positions, then I don't win them because of time. Let's keep going. And even somehow with all of that, I'm still somehow even with all of that, I'm still gaining rating. That's how low my rating is. Come on, how are there no opponents? Mildly surprising because I put the big rating difference. Okay, now I'll get some King's Indian attack position. Let's see what they go for. They go for Queen c7, one of the more annoying lines. To me at least. Okay, I'll take this one now. Now if knight d5, I'll go a4, b4, c4. This is I think quite good strategically. And if ed, well then knight b3. Which is usually the idea, then you want to go bishop f4 and d4, knight c5. So this King's Indian attack stuff can also be very dangerous, trust me. If the opponents don't know what they're doing. d4. I think these sacrifices should be relatively good, but I'm not 100% sure. This is only what I remember from when I analyzed these positions with my students. Maybe after a5 I could have played something way simpler. Because this doesn't look too simple. Yeah, I'll go queen d2, the rook d1 then, just make normal moves. No, this was not right. I played that knight c5 stuff too quickly. Didn't have to do it yet after a5. Make a prophylactic move first. So, no, bishop e4. Bishop d6 also exists. And this winning in 20 different ways. I mean, it is winning in 20 different ways. But so my king is weak. Maybe I was supposed to play something else here. I'll do it like this, then just try to go rook d8. I don't think that this was right now when I look at this from the second time. My opponent was not supposed to do this, I think. I think there was queen takes. Queen takes was surely better, I think. Where do I go now? Queen f4, queen e3, queen e3, f3. Now I just need to solidify my king. Need to get rid of those those light squared weaknesses, and then it should be fine. Okay, should be one. I won't get too annoyed by that. Then I will need to go h3 g4 so that I can cover, because if everything's on a light square, I can cover the dark squares easily with the queen. And this bishop cannot do any more damage. Now I'll go queen f4, I think. It's time to activate the rook somewhere there. King g3 I should also include at some point, probably. I should have gone rook e5 gh, probably. I'm not playing too convincingly. Really. What's the idea exactly? Isn't this completely lost? Oh, come on, I'll lose on time if I keep thinking. Just make a move. Come on. It's not so hard. Okay, nothing new in the chat. Let's go rook e5, take here I guess. Now I'm already doing things I'm not supposed to do. I might blunder something at this point. I might definitely blunder something at this point. I mean, I already have blundered many things. Queen g3 exists. Disastrous game, so winning for me. So yeah, the king's Indian attack. I knew until knight b3, a5, and now d4 was right. I thought I should make a prophylactic move first, knight d5. It's okay, d4, but apparently knight d2 back. Then just, even though I gave up time, just to go for this plan. Knight f1, knight e3, knight e5, and then attack this pawn. Yeah, that makes sense. Knight c5 I played too quickly, now it's probably not so good. And this is surely, like, I think queen d4 should go, actually. Queen e7 was also fine. Here, yeah, I thought this was very good, actually, for, not very good, but that black should play this and then just play bishop d5. And then try to go b4 and hold this. Apparently, this is the strong move, because if takes there is rook e5. And if f5, then king f2. No, f4 first. Yeah, apparently I'm winning. And then later on it should have been very easy, but it wasn't. For some reason. Should have gone here rook e5. Very simple, and then take. It's not so hard. And in the end I was probably lost because I was messing up big time. Okay. Let's continue. Finally I'm black, so I can give the full course lines. Okay, g3, g6. I played c6 though in one over the board game, but in this game I'm gonna play c6. Really? This cannot possibly be good. If they allow you b5, then don't play a4, you're always happy. Including in this case. Now we go a5, rook e8 later on, try to take ed4, c5, all these ideas exists. Probably best will be to take at some point for white. Take and goes on queen d6, but then you go rook e8, bishop f8, and you again have a great position. These structures are always bad. This is what I'm sure about. Now the only question is, do I go b4 or do I take? Both of these options look extremely good. Okay, I'll take. Then if ed, I'll go b4. If knight takes, I mean, I haven't decided yet. Too many good options. Probably I should take and go knight f6 maybe. Okay, I'll go knight f6, just go for the pawn. There is this, for example, then I'll go queen b6. If takes, but then this bishop is very stupid, and I have this potential with the dark squares and so on. So, for example, bishop g7 followed by f5. Rook c8 is also always a good move. I mean, this makes sense, of course, to put the knight on c4, but I'll go queen c5, bishop here if needed, and I'll just go here for a big attack. So I don't think black can hold this position, white can hold this position in the long run. In fact, I'm pretty sure he cannot, because I just go here. The rook is hanging. Now, okay, take, knight b6. Maybe that's a problem. Not a big problem though. Okay, I'll include bishop c3 first to force the rook back. I mean, bishop a6 is also good because I don't really want to open up the position. Rook e8 is good. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be worried about queen e3 or not. Okay, I'll do this. I'm sure bishop d5 is objectively better, but anyway, how bad can this actually be? Like, the rook is closed now, so surely there is some point to this as well. Now I can take many things. This looks like the most logical move, just to create a passed pawn. There's always bishop d2 to defend it. Rook e8, I'll go first. Same reason, defense stuff. And then queen c4, bishop d2. Probably take here first. And then bishop d2 and just push. My opponent has to go some g4. There is zero doubt about that. To create some counterplay. But how am I supposed to react to it? Okay, we'll go king h8, just leave the structure as it is. Takes, queen h5, there will be probably b3 at some point. Rook there, then I guess bishop d2. No, I cannot believe this. Maybe it works for me, but why didn't I take on f4? This was so stupid, but okay, the time factor is again messing me up. Okay, this one. Which one do I take first? Probably this. Then I take this one. I might still lose this in time, but I don't think I will, because the bishop is pinned. And look, take here. I think I finally played a decent game throughout, even though that rook g8 was really careless. So now basically a4 here is the only good move. If they don't go a4, you go b5 and you're happy. That's just the fact. And yeah, here black is immediately better. D5 is never good. You should try to bail out like this. Although, I still prefer black. And after D5, take, knight, okay, knight B6 maybe to stop bishop G5, but even this I liked really a lot. This is so strategically winning. Okay, I got everything. Bishop A6 was actually good. I was pretty sure this is better, but yeah, it opens up some things. Still, it's completely winning. You go D5, D4. But yeah, bishop A6. I didn't want to open up the position. This was good actually. Here, this was careless. So this rook G8 because there are like some tactics you can blunder here. Fortunately, there is still queen F4, and I can also take king G8. It's still winning. But why didn't I take? I didn't see this because I didn't have time to think. Fortunately, it was still more than good enough. Okay, finally a decent game throughout. Let's play D3. The chat is not having fun, as far as I can see. C6. Really? I mean, this is like a very weird setup. Now I'll go D4, absolutely. Okay, E5. Now I'll go knight to knight C4 if I can. Now I just have the two bishops and the center. How bad can this be? Probably not too bad. Let's try to see some space. Need to be careful if I go some knight C4, not to blunder the E4 pawn. This bishop I need to like, improve on. And I should stop thinking. It's probably the first thing. Okay, let's go here. I'm also allowing some bishop h6 stuff. What's the idea here? Why to give the full center to me? Maybe my opponent is just playing for time. I don't know. But I'll definitely say the opening in this game is a huge success. That I will say. With a clear conscience. Yeah, E5 I definitely want to go at some point. Actually, probably immediately. I mean, I need to open up this light squared bishop. When the pawn was on E5, then this bishop was a problem. Now it's a great piece. Controls D5, and where is this knight gonna go? We'll have to go to D5, but then I'll take it probably. Take it twice and... Or take it once and then go rook C1 first. It's probably better not to allow some rook D2 nonsense. Oh, really? Why would you open up the rook? Because now, I mean, this stuff will hang as well after the line. Oh, there is a tactical trick, which I didn't see. This is getting annoying. Setting up these winning positions. This is getting annoying. Not gonna lie. Instead of just taking here immediately and no harm done, this hangs, completely winning. Now I messed up. How much did I mess up is the question. Probably a lot. Here I will try to go maybe queen a2 or something. Okay, now I'll take. Now I get to c4 with a tempo and f7 falls, or b7. I don't know which one I'll take. Maybe neither of them, or maybe I'll just go here. Yeah, I'll go here. There are multiple threats. I just need to be careful not to hang this stuff. because that would not be ideal. So I'll have to take with the queen after some rook f8 takes 6. I'll have to take with the queen. Which is not ideal, but not the end of the world either. I should have taken here first, probably. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, there has to be some win here. I mean, the 7 is probably the right way. Yeah, somehow I managed to win that game. I'll try to play one more. Just to get with block. I could have analyzed that one, but the opening wasn't really... Like, I got a huge advantage out of the opening. So I don't think... So I don't think analyzing this one is particularly needed. So I'll just play one black game against the same opponent. F3, I'll go knight b4. Now I'll play c5, bishop e6. All the stuff given in the course. Bishop e6. Now knight f4 is probably the right move. Take, and then something. How did this go even? Don't have too much experience in these positions. Maybe I should go here in bishop f6. Okay, let's try that. There are ideas with knight e5, knight d3, or with bishop f6. Go bishop f6, bishop g5, because here now I have knight c2. This could be good. But okay, I'm gonna go knight e5 first. Then we'll see, because I also have f5 in some lines. I need to prepare it first, of course. But if knight d5 comes, knight d5 like this. I don't like the position I got in this game. This game is probably the most important thus far, because I don't like the position which I got out of the opening. Which means I need to see it in detail. To go here with the bishop or with the knight. Yeah, I'll need to see this in detail. Because this I know it's supposed to be okay for black, theoretically speaking, but practically, like, I need to be careful. I need to understand the positions, and in this game that was not the case. I go here, bishop d2. Is that a problem? Queen a5. I think I'm fine. Bishop c5 was a threat though, so I need to do something. Oh, just like this. I don't want to defend passively, so I'll go here. I want my opponent to push f4 at some point, then e4 will be weak, and he does it. Maybe there is a tactical reason for this with e5, but this rook should hang maybe. Now, what's the move order here? Takes queen e6, rook d6, queen b3. Or queen e6 first. Probably queen e6. No, queen e6 first, there's rook d6. What am I doing? I'm insane. I'm really insane. What am I doing? Blundering in one move. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. Not even close. How am I playing so badly? This game I'm not happy with. I should set Nightbot to not ban links of chess websites. I mean, I know that I'm not a professional streamer. I could do many things to improve on this, but I just usually have more important things to do. No, it's maybe not even so clean, right? At least that's my hope. Maybe there is rook f2 and I'm losing. Or bishop f2. Yeah, that's a problem. Still, maybe I can play fast now. And to exploit what they've been exploiting against me for the past 20 years. The time trouble. Oh man, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. But okay, let's get to the important part, which is not the flagging skills. The important part is this. That I went wrong with knight descent. This is the important part. That I'm supposed to go d5. Okay, this is very important because this move I haven't even thought about. So just here and a queen d6. Queen d6 and then rook d8. And if my opponent takes with the knight, do not be afraid of this, but rook d1, rook d7. And just this. This is important. Maybe I'll add this in the course on how to equalize. Good. I've learned something. So, mission accomplished. Okay, I'll save this game. This is an important one. And thanks to my opponent for teaching me something, or showing me something. Let's keep going. I'll play some more games. Yeah, I'm sorry for this timeout and stuff. What over the board blitz rating is 2600 on Chester.com bullet? And 2416 blitz correspond to? I don't know, it really varies because it's just not the same. Online chess and over the board chess are two different things, like night and day. There are so many factors in online chess which are more important. You cannot judge that, in my opinion. There are players who always lose to online and they always beat over the board, and or at least have positive results. It's night and day. So, okay, I'll go d5 here. I'm not sure if this is the wisest approach. Knight f6 is also possible. But now when the knight is gone, d5 is usually not ideal, but this knight on e3 is now really restricted. So it could be good. My opponent wants to go there. Now f4 is the idea, actually. I mean, that's an idea. The other idea is to push a5, a4. I'm actually gonna do this. Try to play a few quick moves with a known plan. With queen a5 later on. This knight is very strong. It's hard to get rid of this. Bishop h6 is also a motive you need to look at. because if I can get this, maybe it's very good. Oh, I can go here now. Or queen a5, the normal stuff. I'll go here. That last game was close. Hello to Matheus Dantilus. Yeah, the time scramble I should definitely work on, but I don't care about the results in these online games. It's about learning, nothing else. Okay, I'll take here. For me, this is just about learning, because first of all, you never know who you're playing, and what they're doing in the game, and secondly, it's just I'm practicing the lines from the chessable course. So that's the point. Bishop takes also makes a lot of sense here, though. But I'll take like this, and I'll go here, knight d5. Because this bishop is quite dumb. For example, knight d5 take, I think, and then I take this one. And now what is he going to? Ah, there is this. Ah, that's a good move. I didn't see that. Actually, switches the game in black's favor, in white's favor. That's a problem. I don't want to make this move. It's so stupid. What choice do I have now? Now I probably should go to d2 and try to put it on c4. Let's go here. Bishop f8. I need to activate. Now my bishop is very dumb, so I should definitely try to activate it. Maybe let's go here first. Here, okay, too. But objectively, I'm of course dead lost. I mean, I've even seen this move, but I didn't see the follow-up with bishop c5. Now I'm completely lost, of course. This is very annoying, the way I'm losing these games. Very annoying. So I had a great position again. d5 was right. Yeah, f4 was my first instinct. I have a better position, but should just defend the pawn. I just didn't see this rook b5. This, if it wasn't for this, then I would be fine. But this move just destroys my position. And then there's probably no chance later on. This structure I've had many times, and I've usually had good positions. But yeah, this f4 I'll play next time I have this. I actually thought that, not this, but knight c2. I'll just take. It's a very strange position that opened up. Okay, let's play again. To me, it's crazy watching the top bullet players and how they got those tricks avalanche. Okay, I mean, depends what you want. I prefer over the board games with increment. The no increment stuff I don't like at all. I'm playing this, but I don't care about the result. I just practice the lines from my chessable course. And yeah. What's my opinion on Hikaru Nakamura reaching 4-1-6? I don't know. I don't follow these things anymore. I can go d4, but I'm not sure if that's too good because it takes in queen b6. Yeah, then we'll just play the normal stuff I always play. Bishop e3, knight d2, queen e1, queen h4. How bad can it be? Now I could go maybe d4 though, because now I've developed some pieces. And also there is no more queen b6. That feels important. For example, what if I take now? Take, knight c4, d5. Yeah, that's maybe not ideal. So what then? Queen e1, queen h4 maybe. I'll go a3 because in case of takes, I don't want to see the knight on b4 and on c2. Let's go rook d1. Just in case I want to open up the position at some point. For example, right now. Because now knight d6 comes. Oh, I take, right? This has to be strategically extremely good. I'll put the knight on d6, maybe the other one goes to g5. Yeah, this went really wrong for my opponent. Here, okay, knight g5. So take that bishop. I'm not sure if I want to take it. The bishop is good, but so is my knight. Okay, I'll go queen h4 first. Like rook d7, knight f7. How is that? Probably quite efficient. I'll do it. I like it with knight g5 next move. Takes knight f7, king f7, sorry, knight g5, king e8, then I probably take on e6. My opponent's pieces are not ideally placed there. It's knight. So I think the attack has to be quite good. Check. Take. Now there are multiple threats. First start. f5 is also in the air. This is also possible. Like usually when I have too many good options, I choose something that's not very good. Should be free. There are 20 good options in this position. I like this one. I still play over the board. Of course, I play mostly over the board. This is what I enjoy. Online chess I don't enjoy. Yeah, so d4, really. Yeah, after b6 immediately d4. Maybe that makes more sense. But with knight on d2 it's also fine. Apparently, I was not supposed to allow... No, f5? Really? f5? Just fighting for this square, huh? Okay. I'll remember next time, but I did not like this because of d5. Queen e1 now, maybe. Okay, these subtleties are important for this position. 3 again wrong for the same reason. Rook d1 again wrong for the same reason, takes on f5. And now it was probably crushing. Queen h4 is not the most precise, but it's still fine. Yeah, the attack is just too strong. My opponent's pieces are uncoordinated. Okay, let's keep going. Hello to Shaling. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing better than before. How are you? By the way, also for the German Bundesliga, I will also be available to play the second round because it was switched. Not the second weekend, because the dates were changed. So now I'm available. Could I talk a bit about chess training? I mean, I could, but I'm coaching others, so usually I just you work on everything. Work on openings, you work on strategy, tactics, endgames, find your weaknesses, have training partners, all the normal stuff. I should have probably played h3 before, because queen d7 was an option there. I'll take the queen probably, so that I can go queen e2 next, and then maybe f4, e5 is the idea. I'm not sure about it though, because f4, maybe then my opponent can go e5. What's the right strategical plan? Maybe knight c4. I'm surely better here because of the two bishops, but I don't know about what I'm doing now. Knight e3, c4. The opponent doesn't want anything to do with that. That's fine and fair enough. Maybe I'll go e4 now then. Knight e5 and then bishop f4. For the spin to work, or maybe knight e5 I can go for f4, take, knight b6. Okay, I won't do either those moves. I'll go here because then after takes knight b6 I can take here. That's why my opponent goes b6, but now I can probably. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to push f4. I can, but also there is an idea to remove the knight somewhere and then push f4. I actually like this quite a lot because after f4 I want to keep the pieces. It will be easier for my opponent if the pieces are gone. Yeah, c4 I've seen, but I didn't really believe in it. Maybe that's not justified. Maybe it's a good move. Okay, rook d1 I guess. Knight d3 I want to take here. Knight f2 I just take and then this is defended. I'm again low on time, obviously. Again some tactical trickery. So if I take... What's the idea if I take... Knight c4 doesn't work. Knight b3 I take e5. Knight a1, that's the idea. Okay. Then I'll probably have to go here. Which I'm not too happy about, but I think I've been for worse. No, that's not gonna work, sorry. What over the board blitz rating? Yeah, I've seen that you have said that, but I just don't know. It varies, Edward. It just varies because over the board and online are so different. No prep, only blitz. It can be anywhere from 2000 to 2300. Depends. What? Okay, I'm very curious about the strategy here. A4. This was probably all fine. Oh, knight a3 was also fine. Rook d1 was wrong. f4. Or knight b5 first. I thought my opponent would play queen b7. Then I actually wanted to take and go here. And maybe e5 and knight a3, knight c4 next. Okay. Anyway. Let's keep going. 2900 by the way. Hello to Dark Mine. I mean my rating is quite low. I mean, no, I saw the message, but it banned you for no reason. I don't know how to do this or fix this. Sorry about that. I don't know how to when somebody's timed out. I don't know how to undo it. Okay, now I'm playing this plan. Bishop h6, queen d2, take. Queen takes is probably not ideal. I mean, I'm not sure what that queen is doing there. I'll play a5. King f8, king g7. Hopefully this game will show all the strategical good points of this line. Okay, I'll take now. Probably pawn takes. I mean c pawn. No, e pawn. Okay, how do I play now? Go for e4 or not to go for e4, obviously. But which one is better and why? Oh, what to do? Just don't lose on time. It's the first priority. Let's go. I don't know where my rook belongs, honestly. I'll put it here because I want this in the future. I'm also not sure about that knight d7 move, because now a3 b4 is a bit more problematic. Maybe what I did was simply not very good. I mean, I had a great position again, and somehow it feels like I messed it up. But okay, the past is in the past. Past is in the past. Let's go here. Probably knight f6. Position is getting worse with every move. Every move I make. Cannot really attack in a good way, that's the problem. I'll have to invent some tricks, but I don't know how. I'll go here. I don't care. I'll probably sacrifice this knight for some attack. I mean, I've seen that this hangs. I don't care. I want to go knight e4. Some attack. It probably doesn't work at all, but now it will work now. My opponent played too quickly. It could still be, like, he can still win on time this game, though. It's not necessarily the wrong strategy, but he's lost, of course. Take the risk, queen e2. Otherwise there is knight c3, of course. Alirez's Bullet Chess Championship dominance. I haven't watched the Bullet Chess Championship, sorry. Okay, let's go here. Maybe I want to go knight d2 after. Sorry, do I take this one? Probably doesn't matter at all. I forgot, I thought that I have e4, but I don't have e4. And then the whole position is not probably so clear. Here taking there was rook takes and queen of wands, so that's why my opponent didn't do that. And this I was not supposed to play, that's for sure. And now the stupid time usage is going to cost me probably quite a lot again. I'll take this and go here. Yeah, this hangs, that's a problem. No, I cannot do that at all. This is so sad that I'm losing these games. It's really sad. But okay, whatever. If they want to flag me, let them enjoy their moments. Let them enjoy their moments of happiness. Let them enjoy their moments of happiness, whatever. Yeah, of course they can hang pieces. Okay, I'm winning. I'm losing 10 winning games for this session. So he beat everyone by more than 2-1 margin. Bortnik, Daniel, Michael, Yagis, and Jeffrey. Yeah, he's good in this. He was probably practicing this for many years. So. Yeah, this is just like immediately better to the opening for me, unsurprisingly. And then I didn't know what to do here. Rook e8, knight g8, apparently. This knight g8 makes a lot of sense now when the engine points out, then you understand what it wants. And what I played, I was just worse. And then, of course, it was so winning for me that it's like ridiculously sad. But, okay. e3, of course, instead of just giving out the pawn. And then in the end, I even lose this. I need to learn. I still need to learn not to. I still get too annoyed, even though it's much better than before. I still get too annoyed by these undeserved losses. Okay, I'll go bishop e3. I want to provoke d4. It was not successful. But if d4 happens, then I can take Okay, maybe knight d2 is the good move. So knight d2, d4, knight c4, and then bishop d2. Knight d2, f5, queen a3. Queen a3 first, then d4. Okay, so knight d2 should be probably right. No, though. Who is to know? There will be counterplay by my opponents, but still, I'll go knight c4, and I think I'll get some nice play as well. The bishop will open up. I don't think I want to take, because then e2 will be hanging. I can do that later if I really want to. No, this is a problem, and still this king side is quite solid. I don't know how exactly my opponent can punish me on that side of the board. But then again, I also need a plan. Maybe e3 is not thumb. I don't know. I want to open up things and go rook e1. Then if I get rid of the queen, then I can do this. ef probably. Now which rook to put? If I put this one, queen g5 will come no matter what. f3 could be problematic. Queen f6. I mean, my opponent just wants to play for f3 then. Which is probably also a valid idea. And gf4 looks so stupid. Maybe I have to play it. I'm not happy with how this went. There were surely better ways. What happened to that Alvarez in Grandchester? He's inconsistent? I don't know. I haven't really followed Grandchester. I had important things to do instead. Even though it was in my city. If you mean this Grandchester in Zagreb. I didn't even watch the results fully. So rook e7, there is bishop d4. I'm not sure that's bad for me actually. There's bishop d5, but I don't think that's too good, so I'm just gonna go here then. Bishop f2 exists. But now after takes, rook d8. No, rook d8, there is this. Or is there some trick? Yeah, there is some trick, probably. But I can take here and here, no? My opponent is inventing tricks throughout the game. Still not lost, though. But I'll lose on time, I guess. Well, this is new. Let's go here, attack some stuff. And blunder something in the process. That last move by my opponent messed up some advantage, surely. But my last move wasn't better either. Oh, come on. And now I'll just lose on time. This drawn position. I mean, when I say drawn, of course, you should always play this for a win, no matter what. Objectively, it's still drawn. Really interesting when they flag you these positions, right? I might as well resign if it means so much to my opponent. I hope they're proud of themselves. Okay, surely better at the opening. So what was the right idea here? CD and B4. And E3 was also fine. And then just 95. Not GL. I didn't want to play this move because of F3, and then I have to go bishop H1, but apparently I'm totally winning here. Yeah, GL was wrong. There was 0 need for GL. And I could have won a game in one move. Serves me right. Bishop B4. Ah. Don't you love online chess? Why am I so much against flagging? Because it's a part of online chess. I mean, it's definitely a part of online chess. That's why online chess is, in my opinion, a video game and not chess. Because you lose what's important. Because people stop caring about the position and start caring only about time, and this win on the clock. Okay, now I can go B5, A5 maybe. Now this is a threat, and if some A4, then maybe I can go B4, take here and here. Do I play bullet? Sometimes, but very rarely. I don't like it. Clock is a piece and blades. Yeah, I mean, if it makes them happy, I can resign to them. Like, who cares? But what I care about is practicing these lines and making good moves. Okay, if I go bishop c5 and if I go first a4, then there is this. Somehow, apparently, I'm not lost. I'm not winning. And if I go bishop c5 first, then this is a threat. My opponent will go where? Queen g3. Or bishop e3, and after bishop e3, a4, I didn't achieve much. Okay, then I have to go for this and just make the normal moves. Take. Now takes is not possible, so rook b1 is a must, and then I'll take queen d4. I want to take on d3. And if queen d4... Oh. This one I was not expecting. Probably I should have expected it. Let's go rook d8, attack stuff. Go here, there is this bishop g5 stuff. Okay, then we'll go knight h5, knight f4. If I can get rid of the bishop, this one, I would be happier. Oh, d4. How about rapid or longer time controls? I mean, like, clock is always a factor, come on. There's no denying that. But I mean, oh, I didn't see this move. Okay, I have to go back then. Probably c5. I can try to push these pawns down the board now. But again, I'm low on time. Because the whole point of what I'm doing is to try to make it instructive and so that you can learn something in chess. Then if somebody plays a nonsense line quickly just for flagging, then it loses the purpose for me. Okay, let's go c4, then d3. Now with this pawn chain, it's of course completely winning for me. Let's go queen e6 first. Everything is good, but again, I might lose in time. Do you consider someone who can reach 2700? No, absolutely not. Various reasons, starting with health problems, then insufficient support, sponsors. I'm always traveling alone, etc. Let's go queen g5. Maybe I can take here next. Now it's technically winning, but with 25 seconds on the clock, it's highly unlikely I'll win. Okay. Probably can't take. And now I blundered that one. Lovely. Yeah. I mean, most of these games I would never lose if I had at least 1 second increment. But with no increment, you just lose half of these winning games, and that it destroys the purpose for me of playing. Because what's the point of making good moves? And that's why this no increment stuff is I'm not in favor of this. And okay, I mean, I hate doing this. I won't lie. I hate online chess, but I still do it for these educational purposes or because okay, now I outplayed the opponent completely and then I lost because he was faster than me. But like, it's not even useful because he plays a line which is not which is only for blitz, and yeah, okay, he got 9 online rating points, which are maybe I should take with the pawn now, because then the knight from d1 cannot go to c3 or e3. But yeah, online, I don't hate other parts of chess, but online chess I really like. Normal chess I don't hate, but online chess I hate really much, because there's no control. You never know who you're playing with or what you're playing with. Then there is this flagging. Like, it's mouse skills and playing game skills. It's almost as important as chess skills. So, but okay, you still need online chess. That's the point. You still need this, because without this, you cannot practice in a good way the lines. Okay, I want to learn a new opening. I want to learn 1d6. When I was learning 1d6, I played like 500 blitz games against various opponents on an anonymous account just to practice the lines. So you still need online chess, even though I don't like it at all. I still need it. So that's the thing. Kada si počeo igrati šah sa 3 godine? I feel like you used to be way faster a couple of years ago in scrambles. You were doing well in bullet brawl. I mean, I've stopped caring. That's basically. I've stopped playing for a long time. I've stopped playing for a long time, and I stopped caring. So, of course, it reflects on the results. But I won't live from online chess. That's for sure. I will. That's why I don't care about it. Okay, take. Now there is. In this line, I'm actually at tempo up in this line. There is this threat. This is how I already won a game in the Austrian Bundesliga a couple of years ago against GM Baldau. He blundered this trick, but I was of course black in that game. I played the Zemish Kings Indian. Here it's just reversed, but basically same stuff. So yeah. play rapid if you want to be if you want it to be instructive. Of course I would play rapid, but if you play rapid against anonymous opponents, you will probably run into engines. That's the problem. Okay, I'll go f3. If bishop here, I'll go g4, f4. I just want to open up everything because like my pieces are on this side of the board. Rook g8. g5 or e5. Probably e5 to open the bishop. e5, knight d5. It has to be good for some reason. For some reasons, but I'll find them later on, I guess. Okay, again, the position is totally winning. Let's go here, attack f6, I guess. Bring the queen into play. I need to open the king side up. Bishop h4. What? No, bishop, then bishop e6. It's still not so easy to make progress, but I'll go rook f2, h4, h5. We don't have to rush anything. Okay. What's that move about? Where is the knight going to c3? But yeah, I'm not sure it's better there than on e2. It still cannot go to any of the squares. Push h5, I guess. Takes. I can even go g5. Can go g5 now as well. I guess I'll try that. f5 is probably the next move by my opponent, and then I want to take and go bishop h3. I don't think it's possible to defend f5 if I calculate it correctly. Okay, take this. Queen g4. And queen g6 mate. It's quite sad that 3+0 is the only time control one can play for a remotely fair game and at least some time to think. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, basically. This game, I think, shows very nicely how dangerous these reversed King's Indians can be, because King's Indian is a very sharp opening, and if you play it like if you play it with a tempo down, you can easily get very hurt. Like here immediately, I was winning after 10 moves because I knew this idea. And okay, this can be quite instructive. I'll play 2 more games, and then it will be the end, or maybe 1 more. Maybe this will be the last one. Maybe this game will be the last one, and then I'm off. I don't know if I'll keep making 1d6 weekly workout videos. I feel like people who were interested in 1d6 have already tons of material to work on. So because I've made so many videos here already. This is, by the way, really bad for white, because this bishop is just very stuck now, and black can get very easy play here. So still, it's not all that clear how to progress, whether to go e4 or f4, but probably e4 to open up the bishop. Okay, e4 I'll go. Now there's no more b4 because of this. I stand corrected. Not sure why there is though, but because of d6. Obviously there is something always. And then probably lost now, right? It's quite likely. Thanks for the stream. No worries. It will be up on my YouTube. You can use the YouTube and chessable command to access this. To access the previous videos and the course. If you're interested in this setup and repertoire. If I can get the pawn, then maybe it's not so bad. I don't need the rook on e5, that's for sure. This bishop belongs on e6. And then it would be good if I can trade off some pieces. Now there is rook b5 though. What do I trade here? Maybe this rook. Need to not blunder this bishop. I feel like this is quite important. Now I sacrificed the pawn for some activity, but probably it's not much. I'll go here, trying to go rook d2 and here. I feel like white is playing way too quickly, because after allowing this, there was also rook e2, but I think this one is better. Because if I can double the rooks, it looks very dangerous. Maybe it's not, but it looks at least dangerous. But of course there are some tricks as always, and I'm not doing as well as I hoped I would be doing. Oh well. I want to go here after no, and now there is a trick with bishop d5, obviously. And now I'm losing. But who cares? Okay, with that I'm going to end the stream. Thanks to everyone who was watching. I hope that you were able to learn something from this. And I actually think this is going to be the last D6 weekly workout. Of course I'm basically winning this game. This is strategically winning, but I'm just not sure about the right plan. But with this bishop and less space for white, it's just very bad. But somehow rook e8 was wrong, and I'm supposed to go e4 first. And then if my opponent tries to go here, then they should probably take here. And yeah, this bishop is, the bishops are very bad, and the position is objectively lost. But yeah, I messed up, and somehow this was working, and then I was even lost there. And okay, apparently I was supposed to do it this way because then the bishop is trapped. Okay, basically in almost every game out of the opening it was a great position. So thanks to everyone who was watching. Let's rate you to someone. I hope to see you all soon on some over the board tournaments. Have a great day. Thanks again. Bye.